Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Siva.
Rama? Rama, can you hear me? Because Suram sir join mantaru. Ma'am. Sir, good morning, sir.
Morning, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Morning, madam. எப்படி மேடம் இருக்கீங்க?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
கிளியரா இருக்கா மேடம்? ஆடிபிள் தானா?
Yes, sir. You are very much audible, sir.
Let us start, ma. கேக்குதா?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma.
Shiba, we can start, pa.
Pleasant morning to everyone. Prayer is the key of the happy heart and peaceful heart. Now let us all close our eyes to honor the Almighty God through a prayer song. On behalf of our college, I extend a very warm welcome all of you for this virtual international seminar on advanced computing technologies. We are grateful to all who have accepted our invitation to be the part of this elite event. May I now request Mrs. K. Sudharani, Head Department of Computer Science, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Shiba. Honorable Vice Chairman, respected principal, dignified guests, learned participants, friends, and my dear students, good morning to one and all. May I take this opportunity to welcome you all and to extend a further word of welcome to everyone here this morning. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been the reward for what he gave. Honor is simply the morality of superior men. I feel a deep sense of gratitude to our Vice Chairman for accepting our invitation and to honor us by delivering the presidential address. There are no words which can convey our gratitude and respect for our Vice Chairman. We feel highly honored by your valuable presence, sir. We extend a warm welcome to you. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
A great principal builds character, inspires dreams, encourages creativity, builds confidence, instills a lot of learning, touches our hearts, and changes our lives forever. You really know how to bring the best in us, ma'am. Words can neither qualify nor quantify how helpful your guidance and advice has been. I am forever grateful for your support. We extend a cheerful welcome to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Being thankful not only shows good manners, but a simple expression of thankfulness can go a long way in relationships and communication with others. It not only enhances our own lives, but makes other people feel appreciated. Our resource person, Mrs. K. Akilandeshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, Ayanadar Janagyamal College, SIVAKASI, is so humble that she accepted our invitation and gave her acceptance to be the guest of today. Friends, please join me in giving our guest the best of cordial welcomes. We extend a congenial welcome to you, ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
One person's contribution may not bear much weight, but miracles happens when a whole team joins in. Let me extend my hearty welcome to you, my dear friends. Welcome you all. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. Let me extend our hearty welcome to all the participants from various institutions for being responsive and who are here to enrich their knowledge. We extend a companionable welcome to you all. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Let me extend a big welcome to the students. Welcome you all. I would like to extend our gratitude and friendly welcome to all who have directly or indirectly helped us in making this event successful. Special welcome to all the dignitaries for taking time off from their busy schedule to grace the occasion, and a hearty welcome to others. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Sivaram Kaliyappan, Vice Chairman of our college, to deliver the presidential address.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm extremely glad to welcome you all for this international webinar on advanced computing technology. It is good to see that all the students are here and participating in such webinars. I'm sure that the participants can attain knowledge about various emerging trends, technologies, tools, especially in the IT field nowadays. I strongly believe that all of you are aware that we are now in a transition period moving from computer era to digital era. And the speed of transformation is going to be tremendously fast. What is a computer era is nothing but you give instruction to the computer and computer does the work. Whereas the digital era is the computer will start giving you instruction that you will do the work what the computer says. Artificial intelligence. You will earlier we used to say file, save the file and all the computer does the work. But now, for an example, take Uber. Uber is sitting in the United States and it is giving instruction to an Uber driver here in one part of India where to go, whom to pick, where to drop, what route he has to take, all monitored with real time. No single phone communications, all digital. And this is digital transformation which is happening in India and it is happening extremely fast. Which means we are getting into a digital slavery period. It is happy to know that the college is organizing such events, such webinars, quiz programs to improve the technical skills and the co-curricular skills of the students and to other college participants as well. And as ma'am said, learning has become a key phase to challenge this world. So anything you learn thoroughly and deeply. There is a saying, inch wide and mile deep. Agala uluvadai vida, aala uluvade mel. That's a saying. Any one takeaway of what you have learned, write it down and learn it deeply. And today's topic are game changers, robotic process automation. It's purely a software technology that makes your life easy to build, deploy, and manage a software robot that will emulate human actions interacting with the digital system and software. But software robots can do things faster than a human can do and more consistent and precise without need to get up and stretch or take a coffee break or something. And similarly, the cloud computer, it's going to build this agile world, drastic cost reduction, maintenance free, high productivity, extremely fast, and everything will happen in the real time. At this juncture, I congratulate the Department of Information Technology for the continuous efforts in grooming their students to face and succeed this competitive world, which is full of opportunity. I know that in the last 2 years, there are several programs have been conducted on international level, national level, state level programs. And I'm happy to know that this is happening continuously. Very happy to know that the entire team of the department have motivated the students and trained them to participate in such programs by our college. Due to the incessant efforts, IT department students were placed in reputed
சாருக்கு நெட்வொர்க் மேம் இது எல்லாமே மியூட்ல தான் இருக்கு, பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
some successful personalities and to be the strong, supportive builders of the nation. I wish all success to one and all participants in this webinar. And as I always say, always be a thinker and not a doer. Be a rule maker and not just a follower. Thank you. Thank you all.
That was a really remarkable speech, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. R. Raja Rajeshwari, Principal of our college, to deliver the felicitation address.
Good morning to you all. So I like to take this opportunity to thank our management for giving us a team of soft-hearted, dedicated, and humble personalities as our chairman, vice chairman, secretary, and correspondent, so that we could flourish in a most efficient way. So no word is enough to convey my regards to you. I mean, Mr. Sivaram Kauliyappan, our vice chairman. I need to say it because he is the main cause in making an MNC company. Hope all of you might have heard about it, the GoFrucal company, to our campus for placement. It's really a rare opportunity to our rural students, sir. Their GoFrucal companies, HR, Mrs. Samuda, and other management teams, their guidelines and training before the interview. It's all because of you. On behalf of faculty and students, I thank you, sir, for giving our rural students a very, very big opportunity. The two resource persons, Mr. Alagamuthu Mariappan from Australia and Mrs. Agilandeshwari from Sivakasi. The topics you are going to cover are robotic process automation and cloud computing. This is a need of today's computer science students. No doubt, sir and madam, all the participants are really gifted to hear these special lectures. Actually, we owe much gratitude to you both for supporting this seminar in many direct and indirect ways. In this juncture, I like to congratulate Mrs. Sudharani, the head of the Department of Computer Science, our IKC coordinator, taking a lot of responsibilities, and she never feels them as a work. Doing a job is a passion and always taking it as an opportunity of learning. The organizing committee and the members of computer science, dear staff members, if your HOD can shoulder so much means it's not because of her alone, it's all because of you. Only your presence in the department and your shoulder to share her responsibilities makes her to do all the things. So I appreciate your contributions to the college and obviously today's seminar. Congratulations, dear, and keep it up. Dear participants from our college and other colleges, I promise you all that this international seminar on advanced computer technologies provide you not only a strong foundation in the topics, but also an arena to mold your research ideas. I thank the department for giving this opportunity and my wishes for a successful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your valuable thoughts and speech. Now I request Ms. P. Priya, Assistant Professor, to introduce our first speaker for the day, Mrs. K. Agilandeshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Computer Application, NADARS Janaki Ammal College, Sivakasi.
Very good morning to one and all gathered here. I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the chief guest for the day, Mrs. T. Agilandeshwari ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, NADARS Janaki Ammal College, Sivakasi. I would like to brief you about her. She has completed BTech ME at Anna University, Chennai. Recently, she has qualified UGC NET examination. She has completed many certification courses. She has published and presented many papers in the conferences. She has also published a book chapter named Facebook of the Things for the book Advanced Engineering Research and Application. She has participated in many workshops, FDPs, and soft skill programs. In specific, she has participated in the 5 days online FDP on robotic process automation and IoT in agriculture. She has undergone various industrial projects in many companies. She has also achieved lifetime membership in Indian Society for Technical Education and International Association of Engineers. She has also received gold medal for securing centum in mathematics in 10th standard, also secured first rank for 2 years of BTech and has secured 43rd Anna University rank. Also, she has achieved Elite status NPTEL online certification course titled Introduction to Mobile Application Development, Introduction to IoT, Programming Data Structures and Algorithms using Python. She has also arranged various seminars, workshops and guest lectures. She has also acted as the resource person for the workshop Python Programming at KLN College of Engineering and Technology. We are very grateful to our resource person, Mrs. Agilandeshwari ma'am, for accepting our invitation. With that being said, let me invite our eminent guest to deliver her lecture on robotic process automation. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the nice introduction. Yeah, I'm now
Thank
beginning my session. Now I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, is any one of you please tell me whether you can see my screen? Can you see my screen, participants? Yeah, yes. Hope.
Yeah, ma'am, it is
uh,
visible, ma'am.
yeah, thank you so much for the input. Good morning, all and all gathered here. I'm really happy to share my knowledge on the topic robotic process automation with you all. Okay, before getting to the topic, I'm having one question. Yeah, I hope you all loved this topic and you are very much interested to learn this topic. Anyhow, I'm sharing a web link in chat box. Just click on that. You will have one question in that poll. You just give answer for that question. The question is very simple question. Why do you like this topic? Okay. So I'm asking this question simply to know my audience. That's all. Okay. Yes. Soon I'm sharing you the link in chat box. Wait for me. Yes. Now you can refer to the web link I shared in the chat box. Yeah, you can access to the web link and poll your answer. Participants, is it easy to access? Can you access the meeting link which I am shared with you? Yeah, yes. Thank you, Swarnanjali. Hope everyone is accessing the web link and giving your answer. I didn't receive any reply as of now. Yeah, yes. Are you giving your answer? Why do you like this topic? So why I'm asking this question is whenever you want to learn or you want to teach something or whatever you want to do, the first question you want to ask is, yeah, why I'm doing this? If we find the answer for this question, we can succeed in your teaching process or learning process, whatever you want. Yeah. So whenever we start something, we should have a very good focus. That's why I asked everyone, you all attending this session anyhow, why do you like this topic? Yeah. Yes. Are you polling? Are you giving answer through this link? Guys, once again, I'm checking for the links for their answers. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of replies. I'm sharing this once again with you. Just a second. Share. Yes. Yes, because I like robotics. Yeah, trending and new technology. Interested in automation. I love robots. Interesting. Want to learn UiPath. Yeah, knowledge dissemination. Going to be the future. Very good. Thank you for the answers. Yeah, nice. That's what I'm actually expecting from the audience. Whenever you are going to do something or you are want to learn something new, you should know why you are actually doing this. Okay? If you are having answer in your head, in with you, the process will be very easy. Okay? Yes. Yes, I'm proceeding one by one. Yes. Thank you for your input. I'm also very happy to learn this. I'm also very much interested to learn this topic because of the two catchy words present in this. One is robotic and another one is automation. So before getting to this topic, we will see what is automation. So automation actually derived from the Greek word auto, self, and motors, moving. That is self moving. Without dependence of someone else, it will do the tasks by itself. That's why it is called as automation. And one more important point, automation is actually not a new term. This word automation is very popular during the year 1940s itself, and it was too popular in mechanical industries. The mechanical industries used automation technology together with application of machines and computers to the production of goods and services. Nowadays, almost all aspects of our life is affected by automation. Do you all agree on this? Yeah, yes. We can start examples from our home itself. We all are using washing machines, yeah, without any human intervention. We all washing our clothes, and we all are using microwave ovens in our home without human intervention. It is doing cooking, yeah. This is few examples in our home. If we move outside of our home, autopilot mode is used for automobiles and aeroplanes. Robots were used to sell products in a shop, and drones are used to deliver products in customer store doorstep. So here I have listed only few examples. So this is actually the power of automation. So automation is actually reducing the efforts of human tasks, and parallelly it improves the performance of a process. That's why everyone is running behind robotic automation. Okay, and in this session we are going to learn robotic process automation. And during this session, I'm going to answer only four simple questions. Whenever you are going to learn a particular topic, you please try to collect answer for only these four questions. If you know answer for these four questions, definitely you can familiar with so whatever the topic you want to explore, you want to enhance your knowledge. Okay, so I'm simply going to give answer for what is RPA, why do we need RPA, when and where do we can use RPA, how do we can. Okay, and this how do we can part will explain you the various tools available for RPA. Okay, and I'm going to give importance to UI path software. I'll show demo and I'll explain you RPA process using UiPath. This is our agenda for today's session. Okay, with this few introduction, I'm getting into the topic straight away. So first, what is robotic process automation? Yeah, automation. From the term itself, you can clearly know it is nothing but it's an automation software. RPA is an automation software. Look into the picture here. So in this picture, a data entry employee is who's working in an enterprise, and he has to collect data from multiple sources, and he should aggregate them in Excel file. This is his daily routine task. And as he is working in an enterprise which is located in multiple branches, they have to accumulate all the data from multiple sources. Okay, so this is actually the DDS manual digital task. Okay, and this DDS manual digital task was done by the data entry employee. And now, with the help of robotic process automation, I'm simply going to replace this human worker to a digital worker. So I'm just going to replace this man with a robot. And this robot is not here means to any physical robot. It is actually a software robot. Okay, it is actually the definition of RPA. It's nothing but an automation software. It is going to replace the human worker to a digital worker. So now I'm going to automate this task without a human intervention. Yeah. Yes, audience, is it clear to you? Can you understand what I'm speaking with you? Yeah, yes. Can anyone tell me the answer?
Yeah, it's clear, ma.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So now I'm moving on to the next slide. Yeah, what is this? So I already told you it is an automation software and it's a big trend in plenty of industries because of four main features it is having. Okay, so RPA is special in handling DDS. So DDS here means to complex and also high volume task. As said in the earlier example, he has to accumulate data from multiple sources. Yeah, as same as if the task or the processes of high volumeness, I can prefer RP and also speed, giving importance to the criteria speed. Whenever you require or you want to complete the task quickly, I can go ahead with robotic process automation. And the fourth important feature the RPA is providing to its client is accuracy. It is giving you an accurate outcome for the process you are automating. So with these four features, RPA is very attractive. Okay, and for making you to understand clearly, still I am telling you two more definitions. One was told by Mr. Marshall Shah. He is actually defining robotic process automation as
Madam, excuse me, ma'am.
advanced.
Ma'am, sorry
Yes,
to disturb you. இல்ல மேம்
yes,
ஒரு
tell me, ma'am.
பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல ஒரு சின்ன நாய்ஸ் மாதிரி கேக்குதே மேம். எனக்கு தெரியல. I could not understand. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, actually, I am in my laboratory, ma'am. So
Okay, ma'am.
already the
Okay, ma'am.
laboratory sessions are going on. Yeah, I
Okay,
already
okay.
gave information to my students. Yeah, yes. Ma'am is actually handling class. That's why.
Okay,
Is
ma'am. Okay,
the
ma'am.
noise
Yes.
is too much, ma'am? May I
No,
raise my
ma'am. No,
voice?
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You please continue, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am. Just a second. I once again share the screen. Yeah, yes, we will see two more definitions. Okay, RPA, the Marshall Shah is defining that it is an advanced form of business process automation. Yeah, I already told you automation is not a new term. So it is an advanced form of business process automation. What it is actually doing is it is simply recording all the tasks performed by the human on their computer. Okay, it is doing recording and without your intervention, without the human intervention, it is simply repeating the task. Just a second. Students, you please be silent, okay? Inform the same chair ma'am also. Yeah, so it is simply repeating the same without human intervention. Okay, so that's why he is calling this robotic process automation as, yeah, here in our definition they are using a word robotic. Yes, it is called as virtual robot copycat. You can call it as virtual robot or you can call it as a software bot. Yeah, it's whatever the name, but it is not a physical robot, it is a software bot. Okay, now, the second man, David Landerman, he is defining RPA as it is a combination of latest technologies. It is a combination of automation, computer vision, machine learning. Okay, so by combining all these latest technologies, it is automating repetitive tasks. Okay, high volume tasks, and he is also giving two more clues when we can use or where we can, and then when your process is trigger driven. So in that circumstances, you can use robotic process automation. Okay, I hope with these three different definitions from three different authors, that my participants understand what is robotic process automation, isn't it? Next, I'm moving on to why do we need robotic process automation? Yeah, yes. From the question, when I'm answering the question, what is robotic process automation? In that question itself, we got four different answers. Yes. Why do we need robotic process automation? Because of the four main features, like it is addressing complex tasks, it is addressing high voluminous tasks, and it is giving a very accurate results. Yeah, and then Speed is actually an important factor when you go for robotic process automation. Okay, and because of these four main features, the company who are using RPA is saving time and also money. Another advantage to the company is it is enhancing the productivity by allowing their own human workers. So here I mentioned the word associates. They can involve their associates to focus on some other mission critical work instead of focusing on daily repeated routine tasks. Okay, they can involve them in a mission critical work. And accuracy is, I already told you, it is giving you a very good accuracy. And yeah, on another thing is it's reducing the head count of the human workers. And RPA is giving you a support 24/7 support. And the very good feature everyone is running behind robotic process automation is centralized monitoring. You can even do monitor more than 100 applications of your business. Okay, and it is smartly handling the errors. Because of these attractive features, RPA is a mandate in all the industries for automating the business process. And in terms of business process, almost in all areas like finance and accounting, human resource management, retail management, payroll, customer support, everywhere they are using RPA. For example, in finance and accounting. So finance and accounting is actually carrying a vital business operations, yeah, and particularly the invoice processing. Invoice processing is one of the most time-consuming tasks. For doing invoice, you have to get the invoices from various channels, and this invoice has to be matched with the purchase orders. And very important thing is it often need to be approved by different people for payment. Yeah, so you have to carefully handle this invoice processing. So in this critical process, I can use RPA. So now RPA, with the help of RPA, we can easily create rules to send invoices to the right person for approval automatically. And you can also automate the PO matching process to mark any errors, for further review before submitting the payment. Okay, and in terms of human resources, uh, the average cost of hiring just one person is $4,129. Yeah, the cost is too much. That's why the company are very much interested to using this software boards. It is actually consuming this time and money. This bot could screen resumes and also candidates, and also it could handle much of the paperwork. The company is responsible for filling out and applying to various applications. Yeah, in this way it is helping the human resource department. And in terms of retail or inventory management, okay, these retailers often have to keep track of various products across multiple regions. Yeah, it is automating notifications of low inventory. It is optimizing inventory levels to maximize working capital without failing to meet demand. And in terms of for payroll also, changes in payroll records, attendance management, time entry validations, resignation handling, payroll deductions, in all these areas RPA is playing vital role to complete the task quickly and without error free. Okay, and for customer support, we all know if you open any website, you can find the chatbots. Yes, chatbots are another great example, and it is actually the intersection of RPA and AI. So because of these various reasons and various applications, the industries are using RPA, and they are saving their cost, time, and they stay competitive compared to other industries. Okay, hope you now understand why do we need or why do we learn robotic process automation. Okay, so with this, I have answered answers for two questions. Yeah, the third question. The third question is when and where do we can use RPA? Yeah, yes. Is again and again I'm telling you the same point. From the first slide itself, we had understand uh, where we can apply. The second author told us that whenever your process is rule based, whenever you want to repeatedly to do some task at regular intervals or predefined trigger, yeah, you can go ahead with RPA. Yes, the same I am giving here also. Repetitive. And one more important point, if you want to do RPA is giving importance to data intensive process. Data intensive process. So logic based outcomes are anticipated, which means that you are having the predefined inputs and outputs in your hand. Yes? If you know the well defined inputs and outputs in your hand, yeah, it is very easy to automate your process. So these are all the four main things you have to keep it in mind when you apply RPA. Yes. Yeah, yes. Now I'm coming to you. Yeah, audience, do you have any doubts or any questions? May I proceed with the fourth question? Yes, audience. Yeah, at least through chat also you can interact with me. Yeah, is it clear to you? May I proceed on to the next slide? Yeah, thank you, Lavanya Balakrishnan. Hope you all understand what is RPA, why do we need RPA, and when and where do we can use RPA. Okay. Now, the fourth question. Yeah. So fourth question, how do we can use RPA? Yes. Before that, we should know the robotic process automation life cycle. As same as here, software development life cycle. I already told you, RPA is nothing but automation software. Yes. So as same as SDLC, software development life cycle. Here also, we have to follow a cycle. The cycle is same as SDLC. You have to do analysis over the process. Then for your process, you should develop the bot and then you should test it. Once the testing works fine, you can go ahead with the deployment and maintenance. Yeah. So for developing applications with RPA, you have to use RPA tools. There are a lot of tools available on the market. Here I have listed only few. Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, WorkFusion, OpenSpan, Cofax, Crayon, Nice. Okay, still many more. The list is the list is more. I have listed few, and out of these, the three softwares are very popular: UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere. Okay, these three are very popular. Here I have share the link with you. Okay, so if you are interested, you can click on this link and you can compare over the three softwares. Everyone is having different features compared to others, and our focus for this today's session is UiPath. Okay, UiPath is, here I have listed the UiPath features. Yeah, the feature is same which I listed for RPA. Yes, and it is accurate, consistent, the productivity rate is good, it is efficient, and cost cutting technologies, saving money and cost to the company. And if you create some process, automated process through UiPath, the file name is .xaml. The file name extension is .xaml. Okay, these are all the various features the UiPath is having. And the second point here mentioned is no programming required. Yeah, yes, you don't need to worry about the syntax or semantic things, because when we write programs, we have to follow some syntax and semantics of the programming constructs. Yes, but here we are not going to write any program. We are simply going to use drag and drop functionalities. That's all. Simply with the help of drag and drop, we are going to compose our process. So you don't need to worry about the programming constraint. Anyhow, if you are familiar with little programming, yeah, you can do more wonders with the UiPath software. Okay, it will be very easy for you to understand your process. Yes. So with this, I'm now taking you to the robotic process automation using UiPath. So first of all, you have to install UiPath. Yeah? There are many ways to install UiPath, and there are many flavors out there. And as a beginner, it is better to go with the second link. See here, this is the link. uipath.com developers community. It will ask you for sign in. So if you sign in with your credentials, okay, if you sign in with your credentials, it will take you to the installation process. You may see the image like this. Yeah, please wait while the product installs. So you have to wait patiently for few minutes for the product to be installed. Yeah. One is 60-day trial is also there, but it is on-premise use. That is, if you need an organization ID to download this, and you can also use this trial pack only for 60 days. Okay, so it is always better to go ahead with the free community edition. Okay, yeah, yes. So this is actually the process to install UiPath. So once you completed the UiPath setup, simply click on Launch UiPath Studio. So if you give Launch UiPath Studio, once again it will ask you for the sign-in. Use the same email ID when you download the software. Okay, then it will take you to, and it will show you some extension. Don't forget to enable this extension. With this extension, yeah, you can do interact with web automation like projects. Okay, web automation. If you want to work some web automation projects using UiPath, you have to enable this extensions to work with UiPath. And then it will ask you to create some organization, give some name for your organization. That's all. These all are simple. Okay, we can go ahead with this little steps. So with this, everything is ready. Now we are connected with UiPath Automation Cloud. Okay, and our UiPath Studio is also installed in the local machine where you are downloading. So yeah, now UiPath is installed in your computer. So what you can simply go to the start menu. Under the new folder name UiPath, you can find 3 different options. So out of which, if you want to create automation process, so you have to click on the UiPath Studio. Okay, you have to click on the UiPath Studio. So simply double click on it. So it will take you to the welcome page. This is actually the welcome page, which is same as our Microsoft Word. Yes, in Microsoft, if you open Microsoft Word, you will get the same look and feel. This is actually called as a welcome screen. Here everything is process. If you want to create a new project, you have to click on a process, because what actually we are going to automate? We are going to automate process automation. Yes, so here each and every project is called as a process. Yeah, hope now you understand how to install UiPath. Okay, after installation, how to access your software from the start menu, and how to create a new project. And one more important thing I want to share with you. Once you open a UiPath, it will load with the Welcome Studio with 3 different options. If you are a beginner to UiPath, you can learn from the UiPath Academy. Okay, there are 3 different mode of learning given here. One is through video tutorials, and another one is through textual PDFs, and another one is academy. UiPath is running an academy, and through this academy, it is offering free training, because this robotic process automation is very hot, and if you are a professional with a certified candidate from UiPath Academy, yeah, your requirement is needed in almost all industry. So if you don't know how to start and where to start, which degree to, which particular course to start, if you click on this third category, academy, you can find the tab learning plan or learning based on roles. So if you click on it, it will show you various roles present in current industry, and based on the role, it will list you lot of certifications. Each and every role is bundled with 19 to 20 certificates. So it is very easy for the learners to learn or decide on particular learning path. So the academy itself is giving you guidance for choosing a particular training from their own academy. Okay, so it's actually a nice option when you are a beginner and when you want to learn more on robotic process automation and make yourself a certified candidate. Okay, and it will help you more in career. Okay, guys. With this, once again coming to you. Yes, audience, as of now, is it clear to you? Can you understand how to install UiPath Studio? Yes, I need a reply to proceed further. Yes, thank you, Shiba. I hope everyone understand up to this installation. So now installation is over. Now I'm going to show you demo. Okay. Yes. So before get into the demo, this is actually the environment. Now straight away, I'm going inside the demo part. So this is what the first example I'm going to give demo for you. So this is actually called as screen scraping. First, I'm going to explain you how to perform screen scraping from a particular web page. Okay. So for this example, what I'm going to automate means I want to open a browser with some web page, and I just going to extract the textual information present on the web page. So that's why I'm here used the word scrap. So scrap here nothing but you're going to extract textual information from the web page, and I'm going to write it to the output panel of UiPath, and also I just want to transfer the information to another application called Notepad. So this is actually, imagine this is actually a DDS task in a company. Okay, one particular person daily has to do this repeatedly forever in his company. Yeah, imagine. Now what I'm going to do, instead of human intervention, I'm just going to automate this particular process using a UiPath. Okay, now I'm going to automate a process. Keep it in mind. How will you compose a process? To complete this process, we need set of activities. Okay, in UiPath, the important term you always remember is activity. Okay, so any process you want to automate, the process should be composed of set of activities. Here, for making you to understand, I have listed listed the activities required for implementing this automation. Okay, therefore, what is the first step? Yes, when I'm telling you, I'm giving you a clue. What is the first step? So yes, anyhow, a process should be composed of activities. Yes. May I open the web page before opening a browser? No, it is not possible. Yes. Yes. To complete a process, I have to perform certain activities. Anyhow, those kind of activities should be performed in sequence. Yeah, sequentially I have to perform, which means that I can't open a web page before opening a browser. Are you agree on this? Yeah. Similarly, I can't extract information before opening a web page. I can't transfer the information to another application before doing the prior activities. Yes or no? Yeah. That's why we learned earlier it a process should be composed of activities, and activities should be rule based. Yeah. So here I am going to use another term called sequence. In UiPath, we will always use the term activity and sequence repeatedly. Okay. So whenever you want to do process automation, you have to compose the process with set of activities, and you also plan a sequence for completing all the activities, sequence for composing all the activities. So sequence, activity, and at last it will give you a outcome of a process. Yeah. So keep it in mind, these three different terms. So for this application, for this automation, so what are all the various activities required from UiPath? I need use browser or application, because I'm going to use a browser. Okay. And within a browser, I'm going to extract text using get text activity. So these all are activities in a These all are activities in the RPA, UiPath. Okay. Use browser or application is an activity. Get text is an activity. And I'm going to, after extracting information, I'm going to write it on the output panel and also in the notepad. Yes. For that, I need one more activity, write line. Then I should once again transfer this to application. So again, I'm use a browser or application, and in this time, I'm going to use Notepad as an application. Then within a Notepad, I'm going to type into activities. I'm going to type into Notepad. So these are all the various activities I have composed in particular sequence. Yeah, this is my sequence. And at last, this sequential activities give me the automated process. So in this way, you have to compose. You should you should first have an imagination of your process to be automated, and you should plan a various activities for your process, and you should compose it in a sequence in a UiPath. Now I'm taking you to the UiPath and explain this demo in UiPath. Okay, wait for me. I'm sharing the screen off. I'm stop sharing this now. I'm opening UiPath in background. Yeah, soon I'm sharing you the screen of UiPath Studio. Wait for me, it is taking time to load. Yeah, yes, now I'm getting UiPath. Yes, can you see my screen, UiPath? Yeah, participants, can you share UiPath?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yes, I told you already. So once you open a UiPath, it will take you to the welcome page. Yes, and from the welcome page, you can migrate to video tutorial or textual tutorial or academy to take some training. If you are not interested, if you are having some knowledge, yeah, yes, just close on this. Okay. After closing this, you can get into this first page. Yeah, yes. Now, what is our example we are going to learn? Screen scrapping. Okay. So for that, you have to create a new project. How will you create a new project? You have to click on this process. You have to click on this process. Yes, now I'm clicking on the process. So if you click on the process, it will ask you to give a name. Yes, participants, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? No. Yeah, yes.
No, ma'am. No,
I'm
ma'am.
also getting doubted. That's why I'm asking you again. Guys, I'm sharing my entire screen so that I feel. Yes, now tell me, can you see my screen?
Yeah, ma'am. It is visible. Yeah, ma'am. It is visible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Yes. So now here, I just clicked on the new process. Yeah, you have to, if you want to automate a new process, you have to click on this process. After that, it will ask you for a name. Okay, just give. I'm just going to do screen scrapping. Okay, so whatever the name you want, you can give the same here. Okay, and or if you want to write description for your automation process, you can write the description here. and you please be careful with the location you want to save your process. Once you're given these three fields filled, give create. So now the process is creating. My God, what happened? Why it is not showing? It's miracling for me. Yeah, just a minute, wait for me. Wait for me, few minutes. Yeah, yes. Can you see this? Use browser. Yeah, it's the same. I have to go to this activities panel, and you should type whatever the activity you want. Yes, can you find this? Use application or browser? Yeah, yes. I think some flaw had happened in the new workflow. Because of that only I didn't find it. Yeah, yes. So whatever the activity you want, yeah, you can simply type into the activities panel. Okay. Yeah, yes. Now from the activities panel you have to type use application or browser. Okay. Yeah, yes. Now I'm once again creating here. Sequence name is create a new sequence. So within this, I'm going to use application or browser. Guys, just type, either you can type in this panel or you can type here. So if you type, automatically the particular activity will be feed into the sequence. Okay, now for our screen scrapping, first one is I want to use the browser. Okay, now can you find this link here? What it is telling you? Indicate application to automate. So as per our activity, as per our automation process, I want to use the browser application. I want to use the browser application. So before click this link, what you have to do means go to the browser and open a web page. Open a web page wherever you want to fix some textual data. Okay. For example, I'm simply giving Amazon.com. I want to extract some text information present in Amazon.com. So I'm opening Amazon.com. So it is loading me. Yeah. Now it is open. Now what I'm going to do means I'm once again get into my environment. Now you try to click this indicate application to automate. Now see. Once you click on this indicate application to automate, it is directly taking you to Chrome browser. Simply have a click on this area. That's all. Simply have a click on this area. What happened? Once you have a click over the web page, it is identifying that so this particular user want to automate or a browser, and it is also fetching the URL https://amazon.com. Okay. Now what is the second activity? Once you specify the web page, what do you have to do? I'm simply going to extract some textual information from the Amazon website. So for this, what activity I need? I want get text activity. What is the activity I told you? Get text activity. Simply type get text. Yeah, you will. It will show you now. Yeah, get text activity is added. So here it is once again asking you indicate in Chrome, Amazon.com which textual information you want to extract. So once again, click on here. If you click on here, it will take you to this page. Now can you see? So whatever the text portion you want, simply have a place your cursor here. So automatically, yeah, now it is getting the data. Give confirmation here. Now I'm giving confirmation. Yes. So my data I want to extract is confirmed here. So what is the next thing you have to do is here it is asking me to save to one variable. It is asking me to save to one variable. Yeah, I have extracted few textual information now. That has to be saved in one variable. So for that you should create a variable. For creating a variable, click on the variable tab. Yes. So it will show you create variable. Now give name. I'm just going to give name as get text. Be careful with the name you are giving. Okay. And yeah, text information. So I'm just going to use is a string and you have to specify the scope. So I want to visible. I want this particular textual information to be visible all over my sequence. Okay, so my sequence name is screen. That's why I'm selecting screen. If you give do, what will happen? This particular textual information will be visible only inside the do activity. Okay, so that outside the do activity you can't access the get text information. Yes. So be very careful when you create a variable. You should give a name to your variable. You should define a type of your variable and you should give a scope. If you have any default value, that also can be given here. But for us, there is no default value. Yes. Okay. Now go to this design panel. Now save to which variable? Save to get text. So automatically it is coming in the box. Just select over this. Okay. Now, yeah, yes, I have completed with the web page. Which web page I want to extract the information, and I also saved this into a get text variable. What is the next thing I have to? I have to write it. I have to write it in the output panel, and also I want to write it into the notepad. Okay. So for that, you please use the write line activity. Okay. And write line, which text you want to write? You want to write get text. And now this is also over. Okay. Next, what is the next step? The next step is now the initial process is over. I have extracted the information. Now I want to transfer this information to a notepad. Okay, guys, for that once again use application, or browser. Yeah. So now indicate application to automate. Yes. So which application we want to automate? We want to automate in Notepad. So before click on this link, you have to open a Notepad. You have to open a Notepad. So open a Notepad. Now Notepad is open. Now indicate application to Notepad. So simply click. So what will happen? It will understand. Okay, the application to be automated is Notepad. Now this is over. Yeah. Next. After that, what do you have to do? We have to type into Notepad. Whatever the text we extracted, that has to be typed into Notepad. Yes, you have to add one more activity called type into. Yes, type in. Simply double click on it. Now type into is over. So for this also, you have to once again type into where. So indicate an app. Type into here. That's all. Okay. And type what? You have to type get text. That's all. So now I have composed. So now we have composed all the activities. Now we have composed all the activities. Just a second. Once again, I'm redoing this type into activity. Yeah, I need type into. You don't need to do anything. So type, you have to type get text, that's all. You have to type get text into the notepad, that's all. Yeah, yes. Now once again I'm explaining you. First I'm going to open a browser with amazon.com, and with the help of get text activity I'm extracting few textual information and I'm saving into get text variable. So I have created the variable using variable panel with the name, type and scope. Then I'm writing the same into a output panel and also in the notepad activity. Yeah, yes, again using notepad application, again within a notepad I'm using type in. Is now all my activities for the automation process is composed. Yes, what is the next step? We have to execute. Yeah, so for execution simply click on this debug. Here you can see the progress in the output panel. Yes, started, it is doing, and can you see whatever the text I have extracted automatically coming to the notepad. Yeah, yes, audience, I'm coming to you. Is it clear to you? Yes, I'm stop my screen for few minutes. I want to have an interaction with you. Is it clear to you, students? Clear to you, participants? Yeah, thank you so much. Any doubts as of now? May I proceed on to the second demo? Is it easy for you to work with UiPath? Can you understand the various panels present? Yeah, the first demo is over. We just done a screen scrapping. Okay. Yes, next I'm going to show you. Once again, I'm sharing my entire screen for you. Yes. So this is the first task. Yes. I'm sharing my presentation once again to explain you the second demo. Okay. So our first demo is over, screen scrapping with the web page. So this is what we had done, and these are all the various screenshots of various activities we had done in that. Step by step I had the screenshot for you all. Okay, next, the second demo. The second demo is, yeah, how to automatically copy or move. Okay, not copy. I'm going to move files from a source folder to destination folder. Imagine an enterprise who's having various branches in worldwide. Okay, various branches worldwide. So in that case, a company or a server they are maintaining may receive lot of files from various sources, and in an organization every department may require some files from every other departments. Yeah, if everyone is getting the files manually means they have to ask permission, they have to request for a particular file with various department heads, or they need to follow various hierarchies, and this process of accessing a file is very tedious. If someone need a particular file immediately, because of this various hierarchies and various request process, the process is very tedious. Yeah. So what we can do means with the help of RPA, we can automate the process. So what I'm going to do, the server may load a file in one particular source. Yeah. So whoever wants, they can automatically move. through RPA, you can automate the process of file movement to the respective destination. Okay, so for that, I'm going to give a demonstration on how to automate the various files present in source folder to destination folder. Okay, so for doing this automation task, we need set of activities. Okay, so first, what is actually the first activity is, there is an activity called assign. Assign is actually an activity, and you are going to use assign activity along with a variable called source path. Okay, for this demo, I'm going to use three different variables. One is source path. The source path variable, the source path variable may be assigned with the source path directory. Okay, the path of the source folder directory. Okay, and then I need a counter because the source folder may have n number of files. Okay, I have to repeatedly take the file one by one from the source folder to the destination folder. Okay, so for that I'm having one counter variable. Yeah, is anybody have queries? Anybody have queries? Tilakavati Vaidyan, yeah, do you have any queries? Your voice is breaking. Can you give your query in chat box? Your voice is breaking. Yeah, it is better to be in mute mode and give your query in chat box. Yeah, yes, I didn't get you, Tilagavati. Can you hear me? Your voice is breaking. Yeah, anyone else, please help her.
Tilakavati ma'am, your audio is not stable, ma'am.
You can post your query in chat box also. Yeah, yes. May I proceed? Okay. Yes. So, okay. Our second activity is to automate the process of file movement. File movement from source folder to destination folder. So for doing this activity, I'm going to create three variables: source path variable, counter variable, number of files. Okay, so number of files is to have a count over the number of files from the source folder, and source path will carry a path name. Okay, carry a path name, and counter is to iterate the process repeatedly. Okay, so as you all are from computer science and the looping, yes, looping concept in programming. I'm going to simply use a for each activity here, and for doing a movement of file, I'm having move file activity. That's all. So this is what I'm going to use. Three variables with assign activity I'm going to use, and I'm going to use for each activity move file activity. With these three simple activity, you can automate the source folder to destination folder file movement. Yeah, now I'm stop sharing here. So this is actually the activity. Now I'm sharing you the UiPath screen. So now I'm inside the UiPath screen. Now I'm opening. Just a second, wait for me. Blank processes for data store. Yes, hold the moment. Yeah, listen to me carefully. You know, how will you create a new process? You have to click on process. Okay, you have to click on process. Next, the first activity we require is assign activity. Okay, you simply click on the activities panel and type assign. Yes, can you see assign? Drag and drop. That's all. So the assign activity will ask you for the left hand side variable name and the right hand side part. You have to feed these two things. Okay, I already told you for performing this process automation, you have to create three different variables. Yeah. So the variables are, just a second. The variables are number of file. So name of the variable is number of file, and keep it in mind, a source folder may have 1,000 or 100 or even more than that, more number of files. Okay. So for carrying over all those things, I'm having an array, string array. Okay. And what is the scope? The scope is folder movement. So folder movement is my sequence name. So within the entire sequence, I want this variable to be visible. Okay, that's why I have given the scope as folder movement. Similarly, I need one more variable, counter, to carry over the process repeatedly using for each. Yes. So counter. So counter is an integer variable. So you have to choose the variable type as integer. And the scope is folder movement. Similarly, the third one is source path. Source path is to specify the path of a source folder. For example, here I have used users test desktop / Aquila. Okay, this is what the source folder I have used. Yeah, yes. You can also use the source path, whatever you want. From where you want to move file, you have to give the file here. So, okay, now I'm going to simply change it to some other name because already I have transferred all the files present here. So I'm just changing it to another name. Okay. So with this, variable part is over. Now we will start the activity. So first activity, assign. I want to know, first of all, I'm going to collect how many number of files present in the source folder. Okay, for that, here I am specifying number of files. Simply type number of files. And here you should get the number of files from the source path. Yeah, yes. For that, for fetching number of files, you have to use directory in capital letter dot get files. Get files is a function which is used to get the number of files present inside the source directory. So where is the source directory is present in? The source directory is present in source path variable. Okay, so simply give source path. That's all. With this simple statements, it will collect all the files from the source path directory and save it in the variable number of file. Now this variable number of file is having all the files present inside the source directory. Okay, is it clear to you? Now I'm going to use another activity called message box. So this message box will simply display you number of file dot count. So count in the sense it will have a count over the number of files. Okay. Count to string. Someone is talking. So number of file dot, you are simply using count to count the number of files, and as you are going to display the same in string, display the same in message box, the integer variable has to be converted to string. Ma'am, can you please ask Tilagavati to be in mute mode? Tilagavati, please be in mute mode. Ma'am, IQAC ma'am, can you make her to mute ma'am? Ask her to be in mute mode, ma'am. I think wrongly she unmuted her. Yeah, yes, I am proceeding. Yeah, so I'm going to simply display a message box. How many files need to be moved? Okay, I'm just getting a count with the help of deep predefined object dot count and converting to two string because I'm going to show it as a message. Yeah, in message box. So I'm just converting it to two string. So this message box will show you these many number of files are going to be moved. With simple state message, it will display. Okay, and now I'm going to repeatedly fetch file one by one from source folder to the destination folder. So for doing this, before getting to the for each activity, you please have a assign activity. Okay, in assign activity, assign counter is equal to 0. Yes, and then inside the for each activity, you have to carefully load all the values. Okay, for each I'm giving here item is a predefined name used here, item in number of file. So what it is doing, number of file is actually having the list of all files to be referred in source path directory. Yes, now with the help of for each, I'm one by one referring to each and every file from the source file, and it will be stored in item. Okay, and then within a body of for each, what do you have to do? You have to move the file. What do you have to do? You have to move the file. So here you should simply click this plus button and add an activity move file. So inside the move file, you should specify from and to, from where or from which directory I have to move a file, and from which directory to which directory I have to move a file. These two things you should specify. Okay, now where our source is there, our source file is present in item. Yes, because number of file is assigned to item, so item is having each and every file one by one you can fetch. Okay, from item, and in two, anybody have queries? If you have queries, you please post in chat box, or else at the end of the session you can ask me a queries. Otherwise, please be in mute mode. If you have queries, you please post in chat box. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Not audible. Excuse me, ma'am.
பர்சனலா சாட்ல அனுப்பிவிடுறீங்களா?
Ma'am, please unmute your mic, ma'am. Your voice is not audible.
Sorry. Yes, now can you hear me, ma'am? I thought you have given the instructions to someone else. Okay. Sorry for the
Yes,
interruption.
ma'am. Your voice is audible, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, can you understand the second demo, all of you? Can you understand the second demo? Can you understand the second demo? Yes. Are you all clear with the activities I have composed for the file movement from source to destination? Yeah, with a simple assignment activity and the for each activity, that's all. And another special activity, the main hero of this automation process is move file. You have to specify from and to, that's all. So with this, you can automate the process of folder movement without any human intervention. Once you set this process, yeah, it can be run automatically within predefined intervals. Yes, now I'm moving on to the third one. Okay, the third one is data scrapping. Yes, for data scrapping, I'm opening another process, land process. Go to project and open the XAML file. Yes, this is for data scrapping. So simply I have opened a sequence. Within the sequence, I'm placing the data scrapping. So see here, you can get the data scrapping tool. So data scrapping is also same as the one I had done earlier for screen scrapping. Yes, in the same way, but you can do something special with this data scrapping. Okay, I'm creating one more sequence, new sequence, because if you see something live, you will feel great. So I'm creating a new sequence, data scrapping. Okay, data scrapping. So data scrapping is a sequence. Now I need to add activities. Just a second. When you click on the data scrapping, automatically it will ask you to open a browser and press next in this dialog box to select over the various data source field. Okay, so you should be very careful. You should open the browser first with the respective web page where you want to scrap the data. Okay, where you want to scrap the data. So you have to first open the browser. Then you please click on the data scrapping tool. And now I'm giving cancel here. So for that, I just want to open a web page. Yeah. So for example, see, I have opened this web page. So this is what the web page, and from this web page, I want to extract the name of the bag and the price of the bag. These two data source fields I want to extract. Now you may have a question in your mind. Why do I have to extract these information? Because it's a trend in various enterprises. All the enterprises are now doing data scraping. For example, the shopping websites. What they are simply doing is to compare the price values present in various online shopping websites. They'll simply use this data scraping and collecting their data, and they simply transfer this or accumulate this data in Excel sheet or a CSV file and do an analysis. And after doing this analysis, they are fixing the price for their own product and what is the trend, what is the demand. So all these kind of analysis they are doing by simply with the help of this data scraping tool. Okay, now the third demo is using data scraping tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply extracting the name field and price field and the URL from the online shopping website. After collecting the data, I'm just transfer the information to one CSV file for analysis. Okay, this is what I'm going to demonstrate you. So for that, what is the tool we need? We need a data scraping tool. Be careful. Before click on the data scraping tool, you just open a browser. So I'm opening a browser. After opening this page, I'm now clicking on the data scraping tool. Now see here, now I'm directly taking to this browser. Yeah, yes, just simply give next. So what do you want to select? I want to select the name. Click. Once again, it will ask you, indicate, I want to create a pattern. So please indicate one more field. So what you have to do? Click next and select another field. Now it generate the pattern. Now it understand. Yeah, this is what my user expectation. So just simply name a column. So now I want to give a column name as product name. Product name. Okay, and if you are interested to extract URL, as you can also extract the URL, put tick mark nearer to extract URL and give the name as URL. That's all. Give next. Yeah, you see here, now it extracted from this page all the products and along with the URL. Yes. Now, if you want to extract, for example, yeah, now still I'm not satisfied with these two fields. I want to extract the third field like price. Yeah. So for that, what you have to do means extract correlated data. What do you have to give? Extract correlated data. Now simply click on this. So once again, it will take you to the screen. Simply click nearer to the price. It now wants to generate a pattern. Click next and select one more time. Yeah. Now your data is ready. Give it as price. Yeah, now I have extracted all the required data from this website. Click next. Now give finish. Now it is asking you whether you want to span data on multiple pages. If you want to span on multiple pages, give yes. So if you give yes, it will ask you to give an indicator. So you have to select over the next button, next page button. Okay. Now I want to simply extract data from this page alone. That is sufficient for me. So I'm giving no. So what happened? Yeah, it extracted the data and it constructed with a table. Now simply click on this. It will take you to the properties page. So now see here, this is actually my data table. My data table with the name extract table data. Extract data table. So in this table is now all the data are stored. Okay. So what is my next task? After fetching the information, I want to transfer it to the CSV file. Yes. So for that, add an activity, write CSV. Yes, I'm having write CSV. Yeah, yes. So write from what? So I have to write from this table. Simply copy this value carefully. Should not miss any character. Okay. Write from this table and you want to write into one CSV file. So for that, what do you have to do? You have to create one empty file. Yes. So just a second, I'm creating one empty file. I'm already having one file with data. So I'm just opening on that. For your understanding, now I want to delete all those things. I'm just simply deleting all those things. So now this is empty file. Give save. Yes. Yeah. Now I want to load all the extracted data in the CSV. Okay. Now go to UiPath Studio. Now from right to what file? Click the browser button, so folder button. Yeah, on the desktop, inside Aquila, this is the file. So in this file, I want to write. That's all. Now I have scrapped the data and I'm going to write the data inside the CSV file. Now everything is composed. So simply run your code. So look into the output panel, it will tell you what is going on. Blank process execution started and ended. So now the process is ended. So how will you check the ending? Simply open the data CSV file. Yeah, yes, can you see this? All the data we extracted are now in the CSV file. Now with the help of CSV file, the companies can do the analysis. Okay. So in this way, companies are using robotic process automation. Okay, now I'm stop sharing all those things and I'm coming to you. Yes, audience, tell me, can you understand what is RPA? Why do we need RPA? When and where we can use RPA and how do we can? So I have explained you 3 different demos. Other than this, still many more automations are there. You can do a lot of automations with Excel sheet. You can do a lot of automations with PDF, web automation. All are possible. I just covered you 2 different demos using web page and one from the simple folder movement. Yeah. Hope this session will be very useful for you. So if you have any queries, you may ask me now. Now it's your time.
Participants, if you have any queries, please ask in chat box. If you have any queries, please post your queries in chat box.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm sharing you a link for sharing your feedback. Yeah. Is anybody have questions? You all understand clearly? Yeah, yes. Thank you. Now I'm sharing you a web link. Kindly share your feedback. Ma'am, any questions from your end? May I share the feedback link?
Participants, please, is there any queries?
Yeah, yes. You please share your feedback with me. Robotic session, very useful information. Thank you so much. Very useful session. You can share it in the opinion poll also. Thank you so much for your feedback. Yeah, always we are learning and we are interested to learning new technologies, but are we applying the same in our real time? That's a question for all. Yes, so please try to apply whatever you learned today. Please try to install the UiPath Studio and apply, try to invent something, try to automate some process. Yeah, we are doing a lot of repetitive tasks daily. Yeah, try to uh, automate something. Yeah? Then it will be useful for your career also. Just use the academy for getting a free training courses and be certified with the RPA. Yeah, I'm getting reply from a few peoples only. Yes, there are a lot of participants attending the session. Thank you for your feedback. It's very useful session, interesting, useful, excellent, useful session. Very useful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Any questions? Can ask me, ma'am. I think my session is over, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. Thank you for
Thank
your
you, ma'am,
feedback.
for giving. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights in the area of robotics process automation. Ma'am, we are sure your explanation and the way you deliver the content and demonstration was so good, ma'am. Thank you so much once again, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I request Mrs. B. Gomati, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Department of Computer Science. First, I thank Almighty God who have given this day and make this session one as a successful one. I thank our respectful management members who are behind with us in all our steps. I like to express our sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. R. Rajarajeshwari ma'am, for her logistic support and the guidance to us in all our activities. Thank you, ma'am. I like to express my deep gratitude to our respected resource person, T. Agilandeshwari ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, Ayanada Janaki Ammal College, Sivakasi. Your presentation on RPA is very informative, ma'am. Really, it is very useful for a career purpose for our students, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I also express my heartfelt thanks to Mrs. K. Sudharani, Head Department of Computer Science, for her immense support to organize this event. Thank you, ma'am. Finally, I would like to thank you all our faculty members who have worked with great dedication to make this program. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, let us break for a lunch.
எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுதுன்றது சொல்லு. 2ன்னு வச்சுக்குவோமா?
Let us all log in back sharp by 1:50 p.m.
Okay, ma'am.
May I leave the meeting now, ma'am?
Agilandeshwari ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm leaving the meeting, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Participants, log in back to the seminar sharp by 1:50 p.m.
இதய காலேஜ்ல இருந்து ஏதோ பேசுறாங்க. கேட்கல.
Participants, now you can leave.
Join the session. Only join the session.
மைக் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு இங்கே பேசுங்க.
Dear participants, now you can leave. Kindly join the meeting by 1:50 p.m.
வெளில வந்துட்டா கிளாஸ் முடிச்சோன்னு இருக்குது. லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங்கில் பார்க்கவே இல்லை. எரர் வேறு கால் பண்ணுறாங்க. நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? மதியம் எப்போ மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்? மதியம் எப்போ மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்? இது என்னையா அது இதாகி நிற்கிது? ஒய் இன்டர்நெட் அக்சஸ் இருக்குது.
பிரியா பிரியா முடிஞ்சப்பா.
எஸ் மேம், முடிஞ்சு மேம் ஃபஸ்ட்டு செஷன்.
ஓகேப்பா, லஞ்ச் பிரேக் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா?
சொல்லியாச்சு மேம்.
ஓகேப்பா, ஓகே, தேங்க்யூப்பா.
எஸ் மேம், தேங்க்யூ. நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் என்னையாச்சு? கேட்டுக்கோ, காதார நல்லா கேட்டுக்கோ.
மற்ற தேர்ட் சிஎஸ் ஃபஸ்ட் சிஎஸ் பிஜினா ஒழுங்காக உட்காந்துருக்கோம். செகண்ட் சிஎஸ் தாங்க முடியும். அதுவும் பர்டிகுலரி ஒரு குரூப் எம்காய்க்கு காயத்ரி, அதிகா, தீபா சாக்லேட் போட்டுட்டு காலமையில் காலை போட்டுக்கிட்டு சொன்னால் ஏதாவது சொன்னால் சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டு ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள் இதுக்கெல்லாம் வச்சு என்னத்தை இது பண்ணணும்?
இது எரர்னு வருது, என்ன பண்ணுறது? வெளியில் போயிட்டாங்க.